The recent announcement regarding the $100,000 H-1B visa by former President Trump has sent shockwaves through both American and Indian industries, highlighting a potential crisis for the United States that could eclipse even the challenges faced by India. In what turned out to be a weekend filled with anxiety and confusion, particularly for the hundreds of thousands of Indian professionals holding H-1B visas. The news broke that the cost for skilled worker permits might increase dramatically, with reports suggesting an increase of up to 50 times, soaring to a staggering $100,000. This announcement reverberated through the tech sector, leading to immediate chaos. Companies in Silicon Valley quickly advised their employees to avoid international travel, while many foreign workers frantically sought flights to the United States amid fears of being caught in the legal crossfire. In the confusion, immigration lawyers found themselves racing against the clock to interpret the ramifications of this new order. However, by Saturday, the White House attempted to quell the rising tide of panic by clarifying that this steep fee would only apply to new applicants and would be a one-time charge. Nonetheless, the long-established H-1B program, often criticized as a threat to American jobs, yet praised for its ability to attract global talent, remains in a precarious state, with an uncertain future ahead. Even with this modification, the policy effectively narrows the pathways of the H-1B visa, a program that has, for over 30 years, acted as a route to the American dream for millions of Indians, while simultaneously providing essential talent to various sectors in the United States. For India, the H-1B visa has been more than just a work permit. It has served as a beacon of hope. Individuals from small towns, often just aspiring coders, have managed to elevate their families into the middle class, transforming the lifestyle and economic dynamics of entire families and communities. Industries back home, spanning airlines, real estate, and more, have adapted to cater to this new demographic of affluent, world-traveling Indians. Conversely, for the United States, this visa program filled critical gaps across various fields, from laboratories and classrooms to hospitals and startups. Notably, leadership roles in major tech companies like Google, Microsoft, and IBM have been held by executives of Indian origin, and Indian doctors constitute nearly 6% of the entire physician workforce in the United States. Statistically, Indians represent more than 70% of H-1B recipients in recent years, significantly overshadowing other nations, with China being the second largest source at approximately 12%. The tech sector paints an even clearer picture of this dominance. A Freedom of Information Act request made in 2015 revealed that over 80% of roles in computer occupations were filled by Indian nationals, a trend that industry insiders suggest shows little sign of change. The implications are especially stark in the healthcare industry. In 2023, over 8,200 new H-1B visas were issued for roles in general medicine and surgical hospitals, showcasing how dependent the U.S. medical landscape has become on international talent. India stands as the leading country of origin for international medical graduates, constituting about 22% of all foreign doctors in the U.S. With a fourth of U.S. physicians being international doctors, it is believed that Indian H-1B holders comprise around 5 to 6% of this total. Experts point to wage data to spotlight the challenges of Trump's proposed $100,000 fee, arguing that the median salary for new H-1B hires in 2023 was already pegged at $94,000, considerably lower than the $129,000 median for existing visa holders. This means that many new employees likely wouldn't earn enough to even cover the exorbitant fee. Gil Guerra, an immigration policy expert with the Niskanen Center, remarked that this fee would likely lead to medium and long-term labor shortages rather than causing an immediate disruption, emphasizing the potential ripple effect that could extend beyond India. Though India may initially bear the brunt of these changes, the implications for the U.S. could be far-reaching. Indian companies like TCS and Infosys have started adapting by building local workforces and moving certain operations offshore. The statistics tell an important story. Although Indians still make up about 70% of H-1B recipients, only 3 of the top 10 H-1B employers had connections to India as of 2023, a drop from 6 in 2016, according to Pew Research. The immediate future looks challenging for India's $283 billion IT sector, which has heavily depended on sending skilled workers to the U.S., which constitutes over half of its revenue stream. The Indian IT Association NASSCOM warns that this drastic increase in visa fees could disrupt business continuity for various ongoing projects in the U.S. As a result, clients may either look to renegotiate contracts or put project timelines on hold until there is legal clarity around the new regulations. Additionally, firms may begin to reconsider their staffing strategies and become much more selective about whom they sponsor for H-1B visas. Furthermore, it's expected that Indian firms will likely transfer the increased costs associated with visa fees onto American clients, as highlighted by Aditya Narayan Mishra from CIEL HR, a prominent staffing organization. He suggests, with employers hesitant to shoulder the substantial burden of sponsorship costs, we might witness a rise in remote contracting, an increase in offshore work, and a heightened preference for gig workers over traditional employment. The overall repercussions for the U.S. economy could be significant. The healthcare sector could struggle with shortages of medical professionals, and institutions of higher learning are likely to face challenges in attracting STEM students. Startups may particularly feel the sting, especially those without the strong advocacy power that giants like Google or Amazon possess. David Beer, the director of immigration studies at the Cato Institute, stated that this visa fee increase would compel U.S. companies to drastically alter their hiring approaches and push more job responsibilities offshore. He warned that such radical changes could severely undermine U.S. innovation and competitiveness. As these experts share their insights, there's a consensus that the demand for skilled workers in areas like technology and healthcare is expected to rise. Given the specialized nature of these professions, a sustained shortage could have dire consequences for both the U.S. economy and the well-being of its citizens. Gera also indicated that these changes might prompt more talented Indian professionals to explore educational and job opportunities in other nations, thus provoking a cascading effect on American universities as well. The impact of these changes will likely hit hardest among Indian students, who represent 1/4 of international students in the U.S. Sudhanshu Kaushik, the founder of the North American Association of Indian Students, that encompasses over 25,000 members across 120 universities, expressed concerns over the timing of the fee changes, particularly since they occurred right after the September enrollment cycle. He articulated that this shift seems like an outright assault on newly arriving students. Immigration legal experts anticipate a series of legal challenges in the near future. Guerra, however, cautions that the repercussions might not be evenly distributed. While I foresee numerous negative outcomes for the U.S. stemming from the new H-1B policy, it will be a while before we fully grasp what those will entail. Interestingly, the executive order allows for certain companies to potentially bypass these fees. If major H-1B users such as Amazon, Apple, Google, and Meta manage to secure exemptions, this could undermine the very rationale behind the fee structure itself. As the dust begins to settle, it appears that the shakeup surrounding the H-1B visas could serve more as a rigorous examination of U.S. companies and their operational frameworks than merely a tax imposed on foreign workers. H-1B visa holders and their families contribute an estimated $86 billion annually to the American economy, which includes approximately $24 billion in federal payroll taxes, along with $11 billion in state and local taxes. Ultimately, how companies adapt to these changes will play a crucial role in determining whether the United States maintains its status as a leader in innovation and talent, or whether it will cede that competitive edge to countries that are more eager to welcome skilled professionals.